Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah. Today I'm going to talk to you about this the deep research in terms of state of flow. Alright? By Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. This is a very odd name, but he developed this concept of the understanding of how we achieve unlimited success, how we become in the state of flow. That means we flow within no space, no time, and so on. And this is within the understanding of the concept which is within Islam. So I'm going to explain to you how modern psychology now has already understood the nature of our state. Remember, we have 3 states within Islam: our nafs, our consciousness at the state of Nafsul Ammara, our nafs or our consciousness at the state of Lawamah, and our nafs and our consciousness at the state of Mutma'innah. Alright? So, we must understand that basically the nature of self-consciousness in terms of the flow, when you are in the state of flow, first, self-consciousness disappears. You tend to lose your sense of the body. You are not your body. Alright? Number 2, you immerse in the now. There's no time and space. Alright? You are immersed in what you're doing. Your contemplation, your reflection, your work. For example, a lot of people who are doing a very intense thing, like doing research. They are calculating the formula or doing mathematics, or they are doing reflection over the nature of the universe. So many things you can do. They lose their sense of time. They lose a sense of them. So they go into the flow, alright? Then they have optimal experiences for ultimate purpose in life. They have a sense of connection to the universe. Then they are very deep in a very good contemplative, reflective, and meditative state. Alright? And what do they get? Optimal performance, sense of and ability for unlimited achievement, inshallah. And then within the Islamic concept, we have this concept of Nafsul Mutma'innah at the state of Baka and Fana, which I explained to you, and then we achieve total peace, happiness, and success in this world and the hereafter. So, this is Mihaly concept. This is the Islamic concept. And how do they jive together? So, you must understand the beauty of Islamic psychology. Remember the 3 states I was telling you? If we go below the baseline, we are living in the state of what? An-Nafsul Ammarah bisu. So this is where the modern world is moving downward, and it's very sad, but we have to save humanity and save the ummah. So we do not go into the life of selfishness, of me, of depression, of meaninglessness, of sex, of consumerism, of greed, all those things that is destroying this 21st century. This is the Nafsul Ammarah bisu. Then if we are able to have a small glimmer of iman at the stage of me, we strive to make ourselves good as a Caliph of Allah. So this is the me and we stage. We are at the state of Nafsul Lawama. At the 3rd stage, at us all stage, we see this whole universe. Alright? And the us all stage, we meet to strive to make the world good as the true and sincere servant of Allah and as the Caliph of Allah. And then what do you want to have? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the sense of inspiration, intuition, grace, help from Allah, blessing from Allah, love from Allah, alright? Achievement, success, peace, happiness, and all that. So this is the state of flow at Nafsul Mutma'innah. So this is the 3rd stage. It covers here and here. So you can say that at this stage, this whole thing and this whole sense of purpose is where you are at the state of Baqa and Fana. But I do not want to use the word in terms of the Sufi context, because if you use from the Sufi context, it is a bit difficult for us to understand. I'm using this from the context of psychology. Remember that. So what the research being done by Mihaly is actually understanding the state of flow. And in Islam, we have this concept of Nafsul Mutma'innah at the state of Baka and Fana. We don't want to go into the metaphysics, the deep Sufistic metaphysics, but we are taking this from psychological. That means you can use the Mihaly definition within Islam. So you do not have this contribution, oh, this is a very dangerous topic to discuss. We in Islam, it is all based on knowledge. So if you understand the knowledge that when you talk about Baqa and Fana is not that something that you have a union with Allah in the state, that kind of thing. We are not going to that level, but it is that you lose your awareness of your consciousness. So I like to go back to let you understand. Now you understand how the state of flow and Nafsul Mutma'innah, the modern psychology of the state of flow by Mihaly and the Nafsul Mutma'innah, they are actually, the definition are linked together. And this can be a research. For those of you who want to do the psychology of flow, you can understand this. So, what are the state of flow concepts? Mihaly says, first, self-consciousness disappear. So you don't see your me. You don't see your we. You saw your us all. You are a person graced by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see this whole beauty of the universe. Alright? And you immerse in the now. You do something good. You immerse yourself in whatever good that you are doing until that there's no time, no space. So our great Imam, our great scholar, in their moment of contemplation about this universe, they lose their sense of their being. Or if they are in a very deep state of zikrullah, they lose their sense of their very being. Alright? So they are in the state of flow. And they have this ultimate experiences for ultimate purpose, optimal experience. So their experiences in life is very optimum, very high level understanding of the nature of themselves, the nature of the universe, and the understanding of the attributive aspect of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember, we're not going to the define of the essential nature of Allah. That is beyond us, because we are just His creature. He created us for us to realize His attributive grandeur. Alright? But we don't try to go into the essential nature, because that is beyond us. That's why Allah always unveil His revelation through a media, a veil. Alright. So we have these optimal experiences and ultimate purpose in life. For Muslims, it's very easy. We move our consciousness from the animalistic state of Ammara bisu to lawamah, and struggle and struggle and strive and strive and strive. And within our lifetime, maybe towards the end of our life, we reach the state of Mutma'innah. And there we realize, why am I on this earth? Where am I going to after I die? What is my purpose? What is my vision? What is my mission? What am I to do to reach the highest level of commitment to Allah? What am I to do to reach the highest level of servitude to the Ummah, to myself, my family, the Ummah, and everybody? So this us all concept is built into your sense of connection to the universe. You don't see your me. You don't see the we. You see us all. And the greatest of there is understanding that we are created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which He shower His blessings for us to be connected to the universe. Then we go through this process of contemplation, whether it's zikrullah, whether contemplating about the nature of the heavens and the earth, the nature of the day and night, nature of the sailing of the ships, nature of the wind, nature of the rain pattern, nature of the biology of nature of genetics engineering. So many things you can do. Nature, so many nature that if you are going to do in terms of that knowledge, you can immerse yourself and you have this sense of optimal performance. From contemplation to remembrance of Allah, to contemplation of the universe, to contemplation of science, technology. All this is the contemplative, reflective, meditative state. You become optimal. And when you do that, you have the sense and ability for unlimited achievement, inshallah. So Allah give us, every single Muslim, this whole idea when you reach this state of Baqa and Fana from the Islamic psychology perspective. As I say, I do not want to dwell on the sophistic terminology because I think that is beyond most of us. So we rather go back to the Islamic psychology methodology based on the psychology, modern psychology of the state of flow. And then we strive to achieve peace, happiness, and success in this world and the hereafter. So this is Mihaly concept. This is the Islamic concept. But what is important for us is to know that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in the Quran of the three conditions of the nafs, He has already given us the indicators that we are living in the state of flow at Baqa and Fana, and we are actually understanding the grandeur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is what I'm trying to say to you is achievable. naturally at the state of Nafsul Mutma'innah, it is a lifelong struggle. Maybe towards the end of your life, but it is achievable to every single Muslim. This state of Mutma'innah, this is from the perspective of Islamic psychology. Every single Muslim who practices Islam, who understand this idea of the three level of nafs, the consciousness that we are going to develop, understand the purpose and meaning in life from the understanding of the state of flow as explained by Mikhali, and how you fuse them together, and you would then develop a very, very powerful tool to inspire the ummah. You would then understand, oh, I'm living on this earth, and I can reach this beautiful state of flow where I am in contact or near to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when I receive His divine inspiration, not wahyu, remember, inspiration, ilham, intuition from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the grace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the help from Allah ta'ala to achieve the highest level of success in his life, the blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the love from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and everything that you want and you wishes, you become an unlimited human being from the perspective of human self. Not again unlimited from the perspective of the human self, because Allah has given us in some small measure all the good attributive attributes from His divine unlimited attributes. So He gives us love to a certain extent, ability to a certain extent, as long as we aspire to humble ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and live in the state of iman, submission, tawakkal ala Allah, striving and striving and striving to achieve, to move on from lawamah to nafsul mutma'innah, we will then be graced with the joy of achieving the state of flow, which is open to every Muslim. Wonderful. All right? And inshallah, if we can tell this whole concept, the psychology of the state of flow, we can be an optimized human being, a real and true sincere servant of Allah, always striving to make ourselves good, helping others to be good, making the world good in a way that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we achieve the best, fulfill the best, receive the best, and be a person that is the optimal achievers to develop ourselves, our family, and the ummah in the 21st century, inshallah.